This week
in the rest of
baseball.
All right, Stan, we got another edition of This Week in the Rest of Baseball, and another a week of baseball it was. I guess, Stan, the biggest news that we're going to start with, I believe it came out yesterday, or was it Wednesday night? I think it was yesterday. The MLB has proposed a new draft proposal. They've a new drafting process, basically. So instead of like 20 rounds, they would break it up and do a international draft and a domestic draft. So they'd split it up. Each would be 12 rounds, and both teams would, teams would have less money, like less total signing bonus pool money to sign as well in each draft. Which I guess if it's only 12 rounds, that it won't impact it too much. But they also made a few other changes. And so for the domestic draft, it would be, again, this is all proposals from the MLB. The MLBPA did not really like any of them. But in the domestic draft, no high school players. You would not be able to select high school players anymore, and they would, instead of 3 years in college, it would be down to 2 years. So players would have to, I think, turn 20 by September 1st of the year that they are drafted.
It's a pretty substantial change.
Yeah, that is pretty significant. No high school players being drafted anymore. And, so people are kind of like, it's a weird thing for the MLB to do because it's kind of like they want college to become.
High school players have been
very good
for a long time.
And they've been very good too. Some very good, some maybe not good, but but you can find very good players right out of high school. Bobby Witt obviously is a good example. Jackson Holliday was drafted out of high school, and hopefully he turns into Bobby Witt. Maybe, I don't know. Is he going to? No, he's not going to.
No.
But yeah, so that was that was the domestic draft proposal, and basically what it kind of feels like it's making it look like is that MLB just wants to use college, almost like how college football is for the NFL,
right? Make
that now your developmental league, and maybe is this a way of them subtly kind of trying to flush more minor league teams, out of the way in some way or fashion. And then it also is another bad look with the international draft because teams similarly, it was players had to be age 17 by the year that they were drafted, by September 1st by the team that they're drafted. Now that would raise the age to 18 for international players.
Okay.
And basically what that would, so Eric Kratz, our friend Eric Kratz from Foul Territory kind of broke this down yesterday, and it would force players in a lot of instances to hit free agency later in their career than earlier. So like Juan Soto, Eric Kratz brought up the example of Juan Soto, who hit free agency basically at the height of his prime at age 26, rather than, most players probably hitting free agency like 28, 29. Yeah. Adley is going to be 30 if he hits free agency, or I guess he might be 29. He's 28 now. So that allows a guy like Juan Soto where you can give him a 10-year deal and he's still going to be like 35 at the end of that, and you give him $700 million. So it kind of feels like it's a way of the MLB and maybe the owners trying to find a way to just save a couple million here or there. Just not relatively well received. It does, like the international draft idea.
Does the MLBPA have any say over the international draft? Do they have to approve it?
Yeah, I think they would have to agree on all this, and that's why I'm trying to figure out. Clearly, MLB doesn't want all of these. I mean, they probably would take all of them, but they're
throwing as much stuff against the wall.
And it all seems weird as well with the obviously with the CBA and expiring.
Any
at the
negotiation,
end of
the year. if you throw 20 things against the wall and you get 14 of them,
or even one of them probably that. So that's basically the latest update on the MLB players versus the MLB and the owners, basically. So that's your latest update. We'll see if any of that comes to fruition. It does sound like the international draft sounds like potentially
coming.
And so I'm not sure if that would result in a shorter domestic draft rather than the 20, go to 12 rounds rather than the 20.
Would they supposedly be the same? Are they proposing it be the same day?
I don't think so. Let me pull it up again here, and I doubt it. I doubt it. I guess it would probably be similar to. I mean, I guess because there's no international draft now, right? Like it's just kind of
right.
it's kind of a free for all.
Agents,
Let's see here. I don't know. I don't know when the draft will be. I mean, no, I don't think they'd be on the same day. I don't think it'd be like, all right, the Angels are up and they get to pick a high school, a college player, and now they get to pick a Latin player.
No. I didn't think they'd draft simultaneously.
Right.
I mean, okay.
Yeah. I would imagine. I guess they might both probably be sometime in the summer though. Like that one, the kind of similar to the way it is set up now. But yeah, that's the latest. I mean, an international draft sounds like, and it probably would still be relatively like they could turn that into some sort of television product as well, like the MLB draft is. Yeah. Nothing's going to reach.
Maybe throw the home run derby in.
That's right. That's right. Speaking of the home run derby, Stan, good job. We have a new format for the home run derby
starting this year.
There you go.
Scrapping the clock.
There we're getting rid of the clock,
so
and it's going to be
a certain amount of pitches?
Swing based. Yeah, it's going to be It's going to be a certain number of swings. So it will be 8 participants again. Top 4 are going to advance. 20 swings in round 1, and then 15 swings in the next 2 in round 2, and then 15 in the final round as well. So a player who homers in his last swing in any round will be able to continue until he makes an out or wins his round. So Schwarber is sitting at 15 home runs, and he needs to reach 17.
And he gets to the 15th swing and hits a home run, he can get another swing.
Yep, he gets another swing. Yeah. Okay. So those are the new rules. They're scrapping the clock, which I guess is positive. I don't know. Or you were a big home run derby.
Are they going to have the ABS challenge system involved?
I don't think so. I mean, I think you can take as many as you want now. Right. So it doesn't really matter. It's not the 3 minutes on the clock or whatever, and then the weird rules of whether you got an extra 30 seconds, then an extra 30 seconds, which never. I was really confused. It was like if you just hit a ball 400 feet, or basically was the. It was a weird rule.
Oh, you got extra swings.
Yeah, you got extra. Well, you got extra 30 seconds because they were doing a time. Okay. They were doing a time thing, and so in 3 minutes it was as many home runs as you want.
What is this?
Read the name on the little tag there, Stan. We're gonna give some plugs here. We're Glenn and Rita are giving that one away this week.
It's a Ravens purse.
Yes, it's a Ravens football purse. That's a friend of ours. So can you read the name on the?
Ann Gaylord.
There you go, Ann Gaylord bags. So shout out Ann Gaylord.
So we'll just show the football. And Ann's name. We shouldn't show the. In honor of FIFA.
This is my fault, Stan. I shouldn't have gone to home run derby. Obviously, you didn't care about the home run derby, so that was I let you get distracted. That's on me. I shouldn't have gone to derby because there's other good things happening in the rest of baseball. The Cubbies are playing a little bit better of late, and that is mainly because of Pete Crow-Armstrong. They very much go the way that PCA goes. He hit for the cycle on what day was that? That was Monday night. And ESPN gave out this stat that Pete Crow-Armstrong is batting .340 and OPSing over 1,000 with 9 homers.
When they win.
When they lose, he is batting .172, .545 OPS, and he has just 3 home runs in Cubs losses this year. But he did hit for the cycle on Monday, which was fun. I don't know if you saw the single was the last one of his that he needed to achieve. So I don't know if you saw, Stan. I'm trying to pull this up here. He got obviously a big standing ovation from the crowd, and
he's on base already.
Yes,
though.
He's on base. Well, you just want to see a lazy single. You wanted to see.
Okay, go ahead. This is the crowd.
Yeah, he's getting a standing ovation here, and he may be getting swept up in the moment just a little bit. Bottom of the 7th inning. Oh no, he got picked off because he was just kind of relishing the moment, maybe a little bit too much.
That should take away the cycle.
You think that should take away?
I think in the case where the single is the last hit and you get it. If you get picked off,
not even a pitch was thrown. This was before a pitch was thrown. I'm glad I brought it up because
that's embarrassing.
That's what I was going to ask. Courtesy of Marquee Sports.
I'm not a big PCA fan.
Really?
No. I'm a Cat fan.
Carl Anthony Towns is your guy. But yeah, Cubs are playing a little bit better.
What's his name? SGA.
What's his name?
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'll give it to you. Give it to you. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Yeah.
Gilgeous.
Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA.
Not a big PCA fan, though.
Speaking of other teams that are playing pretty well, the Nationals are 3 games over 500 right now. They are tied for the 3rd NL wildcard spot right now.
That is amazing.
Are the Nats legit?
Well,
their pitching's not very good.
There's two teams, the White Sox and the
that was the other one I was
and the
bring
Nats.
Up.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Nats are playing well, and I just really wanted to get this stat in on James Wood. James Wood, courtesy of Nats TV, their broadcast.
Is he the actor James Wood?
No, he's a baseball player. Player from I think he's from Oco, right? He's a Maryland guy. James Wood has already faced in as many pitchers. He's only 23 years old. He has already faced as many pitchers in his career as Ted Williams did in his entire career. 447 pitchers, different pitchers that James Wood has faced. Ted Williams only faced 447 in his whole playing career.
Wow, how is that possible?
Gives you just kind of the state of baseball and where we're at. I know that was a crazy one. And you mentioned the White Sox. They might just be good. Are they good? The White Sox are good. They just lost 2 or 3 to the Yankees this week, but they did win last night and are currently 5 games over and first place in the American League Central by a 1,000th of a percentage point over Cleveland right now. And they're doing all this without Munetaka Murakami as well, who's only injured list, and he's been there for about 3 weeks now. And potentially a chance to grow their lead in the Central 2 stand as Kyle Teal nears his season debut coming off the IL, their star catcher who they got in the Crochet deal. And Cleveland is going the other way. They are not activating guys off the IL. They are clouded. They're cramming guys on their IL as just
Ramirez
the past week.
And Martinez
and Chase DeLauder yesterday. Jose Ramirez, Angel Martinez, and Chase DeLauder, 3 of their top bats, all end up on the IL over the last 7 days for Cleveland. But Cade Smith has been maybe the best closer in baseball.
She sings a great "God Bless America." Kate Smith.
Oh, Kate Smith. Cade.
Oh, Cade Smith.
Yeah. The closer for the Guardians. Their pitching's been very good. The question's going to be kind of how it seems like what it always is their offense going to be enough? And without Jose Ramirez, it's kind of like where's it going to come from? So American League Central races could be a fun one to watch down the stretch here.
White Sox blowout.
You think so?
Could be.
You going to predict that?
I'm about to.
All right.
I'm about to.
Andrew Painter, the stud pitcher for, well, at least we thought stud pitcher for the Phillies.
Not such a stud.
He has been optioned by the Philadelphia Phillies after his most recent start. He gave up, I didn't even pull up the stats. He gave up a lot of runs in little innings. So Painter not having a great year. And
coming back from Tommy John.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Just not working out for him, unfortunately. These Phillies are still playing much better baseball than they were over the first month and a half of the season.
This guy Wheeler who's pretty good.
Zach Wheeler, is he good?
Is that his name?
Yeah, Zach.
What's his middle name? We could nickname him Z-A-W.
Zol. You want to call him Zol?
Zol.
And then lastly, Stan, I want to end with this one. Hold on, make sure I found it. I should have kept it towards the top, but it was like early. It was late in the week last week. So the Nats.
Woman's breast?
No, not the woman's breast.
Okay.
That's just the scene that it started on. This was on the Giants broadcast, Stan.
Right.
They were down early last. I guess it was Thursday. It might have been Thursday, so maybe this doesn't count as this week in baseball. But either way, I'm going to share.
Is this the game they came back and from?
They were down 10-1.
10-1. Right.
Yeah, Washington was up 10-1 in San Francisco. The Giants come all the way back. Well, it was 10-7. We don't know if they come back, and we'll spoil it. They came back. Yeah, bases were loaded with Bryce Eldridge at the plate, and who are the announcers? It's Kruk and Kip. Those are the announcers for the TV Giants announcers. But they were.
Kruk is with the Giants.
Not John Kruk. It's a different Kruk. I forget what. I don't know what it is.
Kruk?
No, yeah, maybe.
Dwayne Kuiper and
Kuiper and Krukow. Yes, but they call him Kruk or Kruk, I guess.
Okay.
But they were going back and forth because obviously the Giants were mounting this massive comeback. They had a Tarps Off section, of course, your favorite, a building, and basically I'll just let them take over.
It may be more than Tarps Off if Eldridge knocks one out of here.
I'm going to hold you to it. Time to drop trowel and hog out.
So yeah,
I couldn't tell. Was she a Giant fan or was that a Washington Nationals?
I think she was a Giants fan. She was a Giants fan. Yeah, she was not the story. You were very focused on her throughout the entire time.
I knew the story. That's old news.
Did you hear what he said? Drop trow and and hog
I
out.
heard him say.
Would you
it.
have
No, I
would you
wouldn't
have been
have
held to
dropped
it?
trow.
You wouldn't
No.
have dropped trow.
No.
But it was Tarps Off, and you just a 9-run comeback, and you want to walk off
but
grand slam.
Tarps off is the shirts off, not your pants.
Yeah, but he was saying,
yeah, it'll be more than
Tarps Off. So how do you go more than Tarps Off? Drop trow.
That's interesting.
Hog out.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. That's fascinating.
Okay, all right.
That's this week in the rest of baseball.
That was this week in the rest of baseball.